Hey, hey everyone, Kimberly Olson here, also known as the Goal Digger Girl. I'm coming in live for a very special webinar with Janet Parks. If you guys don't know Janet, you've probably heard me talking about her in our programs leading up to this webinar. I am so excited to work with her. She has been in my programs for a couple of years, but the moment we met, I was just like, how have we not met? Like, she really is like a little sister to me as far as like the way that she's built her brand, the way that she's really great at creating community, the way that she shows up week in and week out to really just serve her audience and her people. It's just unparalleled. I've got an opportunity to know her husband as well, Shane. They work together in the business. He's kind of the behind the scenes. She's the face of the brand, and they're just have hearts of gold, just really good people. And you guys know me, I'm really choosy about who I hang around. And when we were talking, I was noticing a lot of her content was really designed to help that average direct seller who, network marketer, direct seller, affiliate marketer, digital marketer, somebody who has had some success, but they're feeling a little bit lost, just the way that social media has changed. Obviously, every 5 seconds, I feel like Facebook is changing. And I noticed that she really was having a lot of success herself, but also her students were. She's really speaking to that beginner or somebody who is newer to social media, or it's been working for them and now it's not working, so they just feel really stuck. So in the comments, I'd love for you guys to let us know where you're tuning in from. If you are new to Janet, I want you guys to welcome her, say new. If you already know Janet, I want you guys to tell us your favorite thing about her. And I'm going to bring her up from backstage because she's going to help us kick off the direct sales growth blueprint, mastering the strategies to achieving unstoppable success without spamming friends and family to keep your business afloat. Welcome, Janet. We're so excited to have you. Yay!
OMG. Hello, everyone. I am super excited.
Party time.
Woo,
Yeah,
woo.
I'm so excited. Yes.
I
So
am
kick it
super
off, girlfriend. Show us the magic. Tell us like what we have, what's in store for us. Like, let's do this thing.
Absolutely. Well, I'm so happy to be here, and I'm super excited to be here in Kim's community as well. So, of course, super grateful and just excited to hopefully deliver some value for some of you out there that are in direct sales. This is specifically for you people, but also for those of you that may not be in that direct sales field. Maybe you're in affiliate marketing, maybe you're in network marketing, maybe you are looking for a different strategy that is around events, right? Bringing people together for a common purpose and being able to broadcast your knowledge, being able to broadcast what it is that you want to share with your friends, your products, right? This is going to be for you. So hopefully this is going to be valuable for you. If you want to comment below for those of you that are watching, and just let me know if you are affiliated with a company. Let me know in the comment section, what company are you with? I'm really curious to know. Over the next hour or so, we're going to be really kind of diving in. I'm going to be giving you some strategies. So I'm just excited here to get started. All right, so let's move on here to the... Oh, I think there's a little bit of a connection issue. Can you hear me?
There's just a delay, so just keep going.
Yeah. Okay, cool. All right, great. So we're going to go ahead and dive in here. So here's my promise to you, everyone. So after watching this event, you're going to walk away with a better way to run your online direct sales business. Or even for those of you that are diving in and maybe haven't started throwing events and doing these online events, we're going to be showing you how to be able to get started doing this. So here's what I'm actually going to be teaching you today in specifics. What you're doing in your online events now that's leaving huge opportunity and money and growth on the table. Also, we're going to be teaching that building a thriving direct sales business doesn't have to be complicated. It just has to be consistent. Also, we're going to talk about how to stop having the one and done parties without having more business already on the books. I see this time and time again, and there are some set strategies that need to be implemented so that you can have that ongoing, consistent, growing, thriving business. And then we're going to dive into my fire system. This is what's going to help you maximize every opportunity in each and every party that you have for as long as you have a business. So I hope you guys are excited about this. I see everybody commenting. Welcome to the event. Super excited to see you guys on here. All right, let's dive in. So let's talk about who this is specifically for. So if you're watching this for the first time and you're wondering if this is for, I don't know if this is for me or not, this is going to answer that question for you. This is for someone who is fanatically excited about their direct sales business. How many of you guys are fanatically excited? How many of you guys are like, this is the jam? This is why I sell it. This is why I breathe it. This is why I love it. Comment below if that is you. Someone who's thinking to themselves, I need to make my direct sales business work, but things have changed, right? We need to come up with a strategy that we can stick to that continues to help us grow over time. Someone who wants to start seeing better results from their Facebook events and really any type of online event. And maybe for some of you that are tired of the one and done events that lead to only the short-term success. And let me know if any of this is relating to you. Feel free to just pop in the comments in the comment section. Someone who's open-minded, okay? You got to be open-minded and willing to invest in yourself as well as your own growth, as well as someone who understands that they're not a professional online marketer, but has a desire to learn how to make an online business successful. I don't know about y'all, but when I first started, I did not know how to sell online. I was not a professional marketer from the get-go. Someone that's looking for a system that they can plug into that will generate the results that they're looking for in sales, recruits, and forever customers through online events. Okay. So if that sounds like you, then this event is for you. All right. So let's go ahead and dive into the next part of this. Let's actually talk about who this webinar is not for. Okay. So let's actually talk about this. Someone who doesn't have a product to sell, right? So if you don't have a product to sell, well, it's going to be kind of tough to get some value out of this, right? Someone who's tried everything, okay? How many of you feel like you've tried everything? Someone who's complacent and not interested in their actual growth. Someone who's not willing to learn a proven system. Someone who isn't willing to get in front of the camera or even outside of their comfort zones. And someone who's stuck in their ways and unwilling to adapt to the ever-changing world of social media. Now, real quick in the comment section, how many of you feel like social media has changed over the last 3 years? How many of you feel like it's just a completely different game on social media right now? If that sounds like you, just feel free to holler in the comment section. Because I know 3 years ago, what used to work then certainly does not work the exact same way now. Yeah, so we got some comments. Absolutely. Things are just different. They're not the same as they used to be. And this is why it's so important to learn the skill sets and learn how to implement systems that work. Now, real quick, earnings disclaimer. Just shouting this out there. If you know me, some of you guys, I recognize some of the names in the comment section. If you guys know me, you guys know I gave it to you real, right? I give you the real. And let me just tell you that taking a training is not going to magically make your business a success. It's just not. Any business requires repetitive and consistent effort that only you can bring to the table every single day. You want to become a student driver in your business. And if you've ever followed me or heard any of my trainings, I say that on repeat. You want to be a student driver. You don't have to be the pro of all the pros. You just have to be willing to take in a training, put yourself in a position to actually implement, okay? Go through maybe a little bit of trial and error, but what we don't want to do is be a professional student, right? And we only do that by taking massive action. Comment below with the word action if you're ready to take massive action in your business, because that's what we're looking for here, okay? All right. Now, real quickly, I do have a little gift for you, all right? And this is a little bit of an advanced gift for some of you guys that are watching that are in the direct sales field, network marketing field specifically. We're going to be giving you my step-by-step ebook on email marketing essentials guide. Okay, this is such a great skill set to have in your business. I wouldn't just rely on your company to do all this for you because you are your brand. People follow you for you. People are following your journey. And so one of the best things that you could ever do to grow a thriving business even beyond direct sales, right, is to have an email list. And so this is a very simple step-by-step for beginners, how to get started growing your email list, all the essentials and some really great steps. So if you want this, just stick with me till the end of the training and we'll make sure to send that out for you guys. Okay. All right, cool.
Awesome.
All right, let's go to the next page here. All right. Now it's time to pay attention and be intentional. So just real quick, just some simple reminders. Try to put some things away so that way you have I have your fullest attention, right? Put away distractions. That way you can absorb the valuable info. If you want to put, the hubby in the closet and the kids in the car, just kidding. That was a joke. Please don't do that. Running in the background is my point. So that way you can make sure that you're getting the most out of this training. Do we need to have a direct sales business before this class? You don't have to have it. A lot of this information is going to be really helpful for you, even if you just have an online business. And if you're looking to kind of simplify your process and create a way for you to be able to throw online events specifically and attract tons of people. You know how you guys are watching this training now. There's a ton of you that are watching right now. This is going to be kind of similar to what it is that we're teaching you how to do. So that's really what this training is for. All right. Okay, so let's kind of talk about this a little bit. Who am I? Some of you guys are meeting me for the first time. Some of you guys have seen me before. So I'm a happily married wife and mom of 2 littles. I have 2 older stepsons as well. They live in the state of Wyoming. We actually live here in Sunnyside, Florida. I actually left corporate America back in 2017 to be a stay-at-home mom. I'm actual introvert at heart. Okay. So introvert turned online business owner who started an online brand simply by taking people on my direct sales journey in 2018. So I essentially started my brand at the same time, not really realizing I was building a brand as I was building my direct sales business. I was just taking people along the ride with me, and it turned into just so much more. I ended up founding Solutions for Sellers in 2019 and have since worked with some of the best in the industry, publishing hundreds of signature content tools, hundreds of pivotal training videos, many courses, and we've simplified the social selling process for thousands of social sellers over the years. I'm passionate about helping others create amazing outcomes and sharing how to simplify their approach. Even more so, I love helping others overcome themselves in their business like I did. Who here feels like that they're really good at self-sabotage? I know I am. I know when I first started, it was really, I did a lot of that. And then I realized over time that, it's, you can overcome yourself, right? It really just is all about your mindset. All right. So came from a rough upbringing in South Atlanta to now having built a multiple 6-figure businesses online in less than 4 years, approaching our first $1 million in revenue by the end of this year, which is still kind of wild to think about. I'm still an active marketer running my own social selling business, and I continue to share our journey publicly. So that hasn't changed. I went from being the quietest person in the room to using my voice and unique style of training to retire my husband from his corporate career so that we can live a life by our design, all while helping others along the way. So that's my big passion. I've been a consistent guest trainer for SendShare, the largest direct seller focused social media scheduler, and have been featured in trainings and programs with other prominent figures like Michelle Cunningham, Marina Simone, John Melton, and now Miss Incredible Kim Olson here. So that's been kind of my track record. So let's talk about this signature fire system that we're talking about here. I was first introduced into my first direct sales business by a neighbor who I just met when I moved to Florida. I'd never sold anything online, and I didn't even know what an online party was. I didn't know how to sell online. Comment below when you started your business. Did you have an idea of how to sell? Like, did you know what you were really getting into? I know for me, when I first started, I knew nothing. I was a complete beginner. I really just joined to have something for me after leaving my full-time corporate career. I never really anticipated making any real income from it, other than maybe some extra grocery money. That was really kind of my initial goal, was just, let's just make a little bit of cash on the side. I never thought it would turn into like a 6-figure business. But upon joining my business, I learned quickly that if I was going to be successful, there's just a few things that I had to learn, including how to actually sell. So that was the thing I had to learn, especially outside of my family and friends, because I don't know about y'all, but that well runs very dry. Comment below if you feel like you're in that gerbil wheel where you're just kind of in the same bubble of people, right? And it's really hard to kind of expand yourself from the same people. Okay. So how to find new people, right? So I can actually keep my business going. That was kind of an aha moment. Like, oh, okay, I got to market to new people. Got it. I'm learning that. How to get at least some of these people to join me in business as well, which is a whole other learning curve. Yeah, see, we got some people in the comment section here that are like, yeah, we did not start as natural salespeople. I'm with you, my friend. And so when I first joined, I was told to host an in-home launch party. Comment below if you've ever done one of those before. And you guys, this was a huge deal for me because, again, complete introvert here. I made a Facebook post literally in our neighborhood group. 6 people showed up. And I tell you what, this is how clueless I was. All right. I actually had a PowerPoint presentation. I had just gotten my kit the night before. It literally got delivered in the mail. And I had a PowerPoint presentation, girl. Okay. So literally, I didn't even know what I was talking about. I'm like, this product looks like it does this. This other product looks like it does this. But here's the magical thing that ended up happening, guys. Even with my fabulous PowerPoint presentation, okay, everybody ordered something. So that was my first time thinking, oh my gosh, I can sell stuff. That's really cool. That was really fun. And 3 of them even booked an in-home party with me, which was amazing. But here's what I ended up learning. Okay. So here, I just wanted to kind of give you the real here. This is my actual post.
That is so true. Yes.
Seriously, this is the actual post, guys. Okay. Home parties were not my jam. I learned that the hard way. Okay. It was just a lot of work. Okay. Who here has ever hosted a home party, like an actual in-home party event? You learn it's a lot of work. It's a lot of preparation. And at the time, it just ended up being extremely inconvenient. As a mom of a toddler and with my husband working full time at the time, I just didn't have the time to just, wrangle my daughter around from house to house. I had to be able to put myself out there. I knew with home parties, if I wanted to continue building a business, doing it this way, I had to put myself out there locally and then make time to network with others in person to build my business that way. And this was just not something I could scale if I was strictly building with in-home events. It was just not convenient for me. So safe to say, I learned pretty quickly that home parties weren't the jam. And so I wanted to really dive into online events. So I started researching and learning, and with lots of trial and error, I ended up watching hours and hours of trainings. Okay. I spent hundreds of dollars on courses and classes. But what I really ended up learning is that there really wasn't a lot out there to show you how to run successful online events from the convenience of your home. I learned that the hard way. So because in-home parties really just didn't jive with my lifestyle and my goals, I started diving in deeper. And then I realized, and feel free, if you resonate with this message here, feel free to let me know. But this is a lot for a little side gig. Where are the resources? Where are the step-by-steps on how to build a successful direct sales business online? I needed an actual tell me what to do. What do I actually stick to? What resources, what systems, what can I leverage to help me get ahead in this business without having to bring my 2-year-old everywhere, right? So it made me really think about my career that I left, because that was the point of reference that I had, right? I was successful in the career that I had. And that's an actual picture of me at work and my husband bringing my daughter to work at the time. I didn't really get to see her a lot, so it was a lot of that. But I had to really kind of think about why did that go so well? Why was that so structured and so well done when I worked that corporate career? Why was I so successful at that? And I realized it really came down to these 4 things. I had a consistent routine that I could stick to on a day-to-day basis, right? It was the same thing I did every single day. I stuck to systems, right? I relied on systems to make things easier for me. And there was a structure that was in place. There was just a process overall. Yeah, see, we see some comments here. Somebody needs a step by step for sure. So let's talk about the system, right? I needed an actual system. I figured that I needed to build a system just like that, that would bring me future bookings, increased sales, recruiting, and encouraging forever customers. I needed all of these elements, but I really didn't know how to put it together, right? Anybody ever just join this business and think, my gosh, there's so much to do. Like, there's so much that I need to
Yeah.
get done. There's so many goals, right? And when it comes to building a business, how do you actually structure this out in a way that you can kind of just do it every single time, step by step, and accomplish some of these things? I needed to get organized. But the problem was I could not find a step by step for this. I couldn't find a system. I couldn't find a blueprint. I couldn't plug myself into this. So I've spoken with hundreds of direct sellers over the years and trained with some of the top sellers in the entire industry. And so we ended up trialing and dialed in the perfect Facebook party scripts. Okay. So if you've ever thrown a Facebook party, this is what we did. We had amazing Facebook party scripts with really strategic content. And I started sharing it with thousands of people that started following me. And here's what started to happen: people started using them. And these incredible results were just coming out of nowhere. People that I didn't know that were grabbing these resources that I had created, because I had to figure out my own system here, they were getting these great results. And it was so amazing to see. This one was one of my favorites, right? Working full time and raising 3 kids, shares amazing ideas and keep challenging me. Party Like a Rockstar was a game changer for her. This person ended up using a portion of our system also when it comes to our Facebook party scripts, right? Booking 8 parties, really just wanting to book one. She ended up coming out with 8. This person here increasing her monthly income, right? Like, these are insane results. And I'm like, oh my gosh, this is working for other people, not just me, right? So in that was the first time I realized we're creating something of duplication here, which is great. It's so great to see that. Again, here are some more, right? Just great results. Okay. And it's all because of a system, a process, a structure. Who here feels like you're just kind of winging it in your business? And feel free, comment below with wing it if you feel like that's just where you're at, right? You're kind of grabbing resources wherever you can, and you're trying to put something together, but it's just not consistent. It's not structured. These are some other great results that we've had, right? But what if we had a system like this, right? I started thinking with these Facebook party scripts, they're going so great for hundreds of people. This is amazing. Awesome sauce. But what if we had something like this for the rest of our direct sales business, right? Bookings, sales, recruits. What if we could create a system, a structure, a process for all portions of it? So that way we can stop playing the guessing game. We have something that we can rely on and continue to use to build our business. Yeah, see, we got some comments winging on it. Now, this is the part where you might be telling me something like, well, Janet, I've tried everything and nothing works. I hear you. I've been there. I've done that. And this is why we created this system, right? But let's dive in really quickly to these common beliefs. Okay, like as I've mentioned, over the last 5 years, we've trained hundreds of direct sellers. And these are kind of the top 3 beliefs here that we've kind of come up with here. All right. So first, these are the things that we continue to come across. So first, I'm not good at sales. Okay. I don't like feeling like I'm spamming people. So I have a hard time with the idea of selling. And by the way, as you're hearing these beliefs, comment below, which one do you resonate with the most? 1, 2, or 3? Here's the second common belief: I don't know enough people. And I don't want to add strangers to my network. My best customers are my friends and family, but that's about it. Been there, done that, right? And then here's the third common belief: I never thought that this would be so hard. I signed up thinking I would just make money, and I thought that this was actually going to be an easy process. I know for me, it was number 1. That was me. I'm like, oh my gosh, I actually have to sell stuff. Like, okay, how do I actually do that, right? And you don't want to come across as Spamela Anderson, right? You want to be able to kind of showcase your stuff and be able to naturally attract the right people into your network. So yeah, see, we got some comments there. Cool. All right, so let's fill you in on these 3 massive secrets to directly combat those common beliefs here. And hopefully, this will be a portion of the training here that can have you kind of think a little bit differently, changing up your mindset a little bit when it comes to this. Okay. So, secret number 1, you don't have to be a professional marketer or a sales pro to be successful, right? You just need to have a comprehensive system and be willing to use the proven concepts on repeat. How many of you feel like you have a system in place that you can rely on that continues to bring you results? Okay. Here's the second secret. You don't need a big following or a network to grow. I know I didn't have a lot of friends when I first started, for sure, right? Over time, of course, that grew. But at the very beginning, when you just kind of know the same people, it's you don't have that at the beginning. But even now, you don't really need a big following. You only really need 2 people to start building a massive business with never ending leads for your business. And then secret number 3, direct sales doesn't have to be hard. It's only hard because you're being taught outdated strategies and you're missing a step-by-step virtual blueprint you can follow. Okay. All right. So let's dive into these really quick, right? So you don't have to be a professional marketer or sales pro to be successful in direct sales. You just need to have a comprehensive system and be willing to use the proven concepts. Here's an ugly truth, guys. Okay. Annual turnover rate for direct sellers is at 56%. Of those 56%,
Wow.
73% of those people quit each year, never actually launching their business. Isn't that kind of crazy to think about?
Mhm.
Like all these
Yeah.
people join and like the mass majority never launch. But you guys know why?
Mm.
Because there's not a system. Most people don't know what they're doing. Most people are just winging the thing, right? They don't have something they can rely on. Okay. Oh, here's the why, right? Here's more detail on the why. The vast majority of new direct sales consultants come from a background other than sales. Okay. Many are teachers, nurses, social workers, and other professions. So comment below for me and just let me know what is, if you have a full time, right? If you have something alongside of what you're doing, what is it? Are you a teacher? Are you a professional? Do you have a full-time job, a part-time job? Just curious to know what your experience is. Many new consultants are recruited by other new consultants and never receive the support or training that they need to actually launch their business and get it off the ground. It's also easy to say yes and get started, right? It's easy to just get impulsive and say, yes, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to get started on this. It's another thing to announce, promote, and actually launch yourself. So here's where your opportunity is. Party-based direct sales account for 27% of a $44 billion industry, which is kind of insane, right? And is it worth learning the simple skills it takes to create new conversations? Of course it is. Who wouldn't want a piece of that pie? Okay. Now let's dive into secret number 2 really quickly. You don't need a big following or a network to grow. You really only need 2 people to start building a massive business with never ending leads. Okay. If you can find 2 people to say yes to you, as long as you have those systems and concepts in place and you can rely on those things and you practice and you implement, you can start creating that snowball effect in your business to turn 2 people to 4 to 6 to 8 to 15 to 16, right? 20. And it's true. It's a common misconception that you need a prior following or have a lot of friends to be successful in direct sales. And it's just not true. Every single person starts at 0, right? Think about anybody that you know that has a business. At some point, we all started with 0 followers, right? At some point, we didn't have a following. We didn't have people that we could really market to. The snowball effect of consistent leads, sales, and recruits can start with literally just 2 people. And you can start to grow an incredible and exponential market from 2 people. 2 parties bring in 50 potential leads. 4 can bring over 100 potential leads, right? And here's one of my students that used our method here, this 2x2 method that we came up with. She booked 11 parties by booking 2 to 3 every party, okay? And next month, she has 8 so far, doing the exact same thing. I had 6 parties this month also. I also tell my hostess that, yeah, she's got a strategy for what she tells her hostess to even book more, right? So she's got this strategy jam-packed, and she uses it consistently to grow her business. That's how you never run out of bookings, right? Yeah, see, there we go. Secret number 3, direct sales doesn't have to be hard. It's only hard because you're being taught outdated strategies and you're missing a step-by-step blueprint. But here's the ugly truth. Many companies are not really teaching you how to keep up with social media as it evolves. Of course, it's hard when you're using outdated strategies. You need a proven system that works today, okay? Let's talk about some fun facts really quickly. Did you guys know that 89% of direct sellers work their direct sales careers part-time? That means most are doing the same thing you are, working 40 hours at a job while also growing their business. We all have the same 24 hours in a day. Maybe it's time for a time audit. There are tons of tools that can put your business on autopilot: social media, text campaigns, live videos, even scheduled out, right? Having a dedicated sales process that you can follow from start to finish can save you hours of time and increase your overall results in your business, including sales, recruits, and hostesses. Now, would you like to know my exact sales process? Okay. Here's one of my students that started using our FIRE system. Okay. Comment below with FIRE if you'd love to know what this process actually looks like and how it breaks down. Okay. Let's dive into this, okay? But before I show you this, guys, I want you to start imagining, what if this actually worked out for you, okay? What does mastering a party strategy actually look like? And for those of you that haven't started parties, maybe you're looking into getting started with online events, bringing people together for a demonstration, right? For something that allows you to sell your products and services. I want you to really kind of dive in and see how you can make this relate to you, okay? Imagine saving time from constant research so that you can put that time back into what really matters. Imagine cutting the learning curve, saving you months or even years of trial and error. I know for me, I did a lot of trial and error because there wasn't really a lot of resources, and I had to kind of make up a lot of them. Imagine being able to eliminate confusion and overwhelm because you have a set system that you simply plug and play on a consistent basis. And imagine being able to make more money in less time because you finally know what you're doing, right? It's really helpful when you're running an online business, when you actually have a process in place, when you have something that you can stick to, when you know what you're doing, right? And then imagine finally making the side hustle into the main hustle. Real quick, let's take a quick poll here in the comment section. How many of you would love to make this side business of yours into a full-time business? I don't really like using the word hustle here. I know I used it in this presentation, but how many of you would like to make this into a full-time business? Something that you can rely on. Maybe some of you want to quit your jobs. Maybe some of you want to be able to just rely on an additional stream of income here, okay? Again, I didn't know that I could do it until I did, which is awesome. Doesn't that sound great? Sounds great, right? So let's dive into the next portion of this. Introducing the solution, Party Like a Rock Star. This is something that I launched that has given so many thousands of students at this point incredible results. And it's the ultimate virtual event blueprint to master your direct sales results, okay? This is an incredible system. It's jam-packed, and it's helpful for those of you that need kind of that launch pad, that need processes, systems, things that you can actually stick to that allow you to create consistent results in your business, okay? The number one reason consultants fail to launch or sustain a long-term business is they don't have a foundation. Comment below with the word foundation if you would love to have something to where you have a business that you can actually rely on. It is equivalent to understanding what your foundation is. And it is also important to know that when you have a foundation, you don't have to wing it because you have something that you can rely on, right? So here's the foundation. Okay, this is the first portion of Party Like a Rock Star. It's the winning virtual party formula. Learn the framework to a consistent and profitable direct sales party formula. We have master checklists to keep you on point, to keep you consistent, and of course, to create an engaging experience that helps you increase your sales and consistent bookings. We have an introductory portion here that talks about the FIRE system so that you can kind of know what's to come and how it really works to build and organize your entire party planning business here. Okay. And here's what happens when you have a foundation. Here are some more results from students that have implemented the foundation, right? Using scripts and strategies have changed the game. Thank you for the bottom of my heart. Hitting a huge promotion thanks to what I've learned here, which is amazing. Monthly VIP scripts and graphics help me my business immensely. I do not have time to spend creating contents, graphics, and scripts. So I love that this is done for me, right? This person ended up getting people joining her team. It's just amazing the results that happen when you have something that's set in stone that you can rely on. Now, here's the number 2 reason direct sellers struggle. Okay. We don't know how to market ourselves and our products, right? We kind of have a basic idea, or we see what other people are doing, but we don't really have a strategy that we can rely on. Okay. So now let's talk about this second portion here, right? Learn how to sell with your posts, how to set up a winning virtual party step by step, and what components needed today for success. How to understand how our consumers take in their content, which I think is really important, so we know how to put our products in front of them. Also, how many of you would love to learn AI? Comment below with AI. Using AI for your marketing strategy for your online events is probably one of the number 1 best tools that you can do. How to use AI to create incredible and unique marketing content for your virtual events. There's also a full tutorial on how to upgrade your posts and sell more using this strategy. Okay. Here's the key component here. When it comes to marketing in general, you don't want to be a professional advertiser. You want to become a problem solver. Comment below with problem solver. Okay. That's what you want to do. You want to be in the practice of solving problems, not being a consistent billboard. All right. Because there's a difference between solving problems and then just shouting at people about your products and your opportunity. And I tell you what, again, we have all of these incredible results that people have had. You guys have definitely helped my business, especially when you get on Facebook and give hints and helps. Learned so much. I've used a lot of what I've learned. Also benefited from your booking games. So thankful you take the time out of your family to invest in us, right? Scripts are amazing. Kudos to you and your team, all laid out and ready to use. Help me get out of my comfort zone, grow my business. Thank you for the inspiration, right? Grateful for the confidence of gained momentum it has given in my business. I was ready to throw in the towel and be done with this business. And now she doesn't, right? She's thriving because of these systems. Okay. And here's the fact. The fact is you need a consistent plan for your entire business. Okay. And this is the 4 components, right? Bookings, sales, recruits, community. These are basically the biggest components that you need to be able to master so that you can create a massive business. Something that you can rely on and use on repeat. And you guys are hearing that repetitive language, right? Systems, processes. You're using we're using that language because that's really what it is. If you can rely on those things and create that for your business, then your business, all it's going to do is it's going to grow, right? So this is the plan. This entire blueprint is how to develop the online formula that brings you consistent results from all of your online virtual events. Proven strategies to help you develop a consistent foundation and follow up with all of your online party goals. We're talking about the exact words to say, scripts, hostess tools, and a laid out duplicatable process for bookings, sales, recruits, and community growth. We're talking about the entire FIRE system, okay? And we're going to break that down here. The next few slides are really going to break down what the FIRE system actually is, okay? Businesses don't become successful by chance. It's all about the systems, all right? Love the FIRE system. Helps keep me on track with every party when I use your system, right? We got all of these other incredible results the last time that we ran this, okay? Love the 2x2 method, The snowball hasn't stopped yet. 7 months in of using this one portion of the method that comes from this fire system, calling it close with only 2 ahead, but no fear because 2 by 2 is coming. At a party last month that was $2,100, also got 7 parties booked due to the fire system. So it works, guys. You just have to implement it. So let's break this whole thing down for you, starting with how to consistently get your calendar booked every single month. Okay. All right. So first, let's talk about the F portion. Okay. So this fire system, we got FIRE. The F portion is future bookings. So in future bookings portion of Party Like a Rockstar, we're talking about how to use the 2 by 2 booking method to book your calendar forever from parties. This is what's going to help you create that snowball effect so that you're not having to just consistently search for these bookings. Now, when people implement this, I've had students that didn't have to ask anybody for over a year because they have this system in
Wow.
place and they're using it in every single event. They're not having to go and ask their family and friends, right? Because they're constantly being put in front of new people and they know what to say and how to use it. This also comes with my proven go-to live party booking formula. Live video is huge, guys. Okay, comment below. Do you use live video for your business at all? And I also included 2 hours of real footage of me actually in a party setting booking parties. You get to see what I say. You get to actually see how I run it from beginning to end. So you get to watch that. And of course, how valuable is that to be able to see that in action versus just learning, right? And me talking at you, you get to
Mhm.
actually see it in action, which is super valuable. And here's what happens, right? Here's the results from proven systems that are in place. These are all from future bookings. Booked 6 parties last night from the game, went live tonight, did the no bag game, got 10 bookings, right? Again, another one, 5 parties booked. Let's see, this person booked 6 parties in 36 minutes. I mean, it's just insane, some of these results that people end up having. Played bingo for the first time, 3 parties booked. I've never got that many in a party before. So excited. Thank you so much. And again, here's just the continuous results, right? I mean, it's one thing for me to explain what's in this, right? It's another thing to just use the people that have gotten results from this. And it's been just incredible to see it. So what about sales, right? We talked about future bookings. We talked about being able to consistently keep that calendar booked. How do you actually translate that into sales, right? How many of you feel like when you throw these online events, it's like pulling teeth to be able to sell things, right? Comment below with sales if you want to
Mhm.
learn how to be able to level that strategy up, okay? This is the increased portion of the fire or increased sales, excuse me, portion of the fire system. This is where you learn how to close more sales in your parties and create larger carts. It's the excite in public, sell in private strategy, right? We want to be able to excite people in that public setting, but we also want to be able to sell in private with this proven strategy. There's a step-by-step demo blueprint to selling with video as well, and a proven hostess coaching method for increased sales. Now, let's look at these results, right? And this is what happens when we implement some of those strategies. Almost at $3,000 in sales already this month. Most of it is from the online parties, thanks to Janet's scripts and the bingo, right? We've got some awesome results here. I had $4,000 in sales because of the parties that I booked with bingo, right? Party night before last at $600 PV, climbing. Everyone who ordered got to spin, right? This was a spinning booking game that she played. And it's just about having that fun factor, right? And that's what's going to really help you increase those
Mhm.
sales. All right. So, what about team building? Is there a method to that, right? This is the R portion of the fire system. Let's talk about recruiting often. How to excite in public, recruit in private with strategic prospecting. The simple 2-shot strategy framework to recruiting your hostesses. How many of you want to build a team? Comment below with the word team. Okay. The best prospecting secrets and the business curiosity posting cheat sheet. So all of this is in the recruit often portion of the fire system. Because I'll tell you what, I know when I first started, I did not know how to do this. I didn't know that building a team was really how you were going to build your direct sales business, right? And just didn't have the strategies. I didn't know how to start those conversations. How many of you feel awkward when you're having these conversations? You don't know how to start it. You don't know how to really pitch your opportunity in a way that makes sense to the other person on the other end. And so this breaks it down for you in a way that doesn't feel weird. It doesn't feel spammy because it's all just laid out. Okay. Again, here's some great results for people that have used that and been able to build a team from their online events. Now, let's talk about this last portion of the system, right? And this is probably one of the most important systems alongside these other things that we talked about. Let's talk about the community portion, right? How many of you have like a VIP group or even a list of some sort where you house your followers, your community members, maybe your customers, people that are following you, they're following your journey? Comment below if that is you, if you have something like that. We need to be able to nurture our audience. We need to be able to nurture the people that are coming into, I like to call it our ecosystem, right? So this is the Encourage Forever customers portion. Exactly what to do to convert party guests into VIP group members. Simple scripts and words to say to get people wanting to join your group. And the done for you customer workflow Trello board for customer retention. I know when I first started bringing in customers, I struggled with keeping it consistent. Like it was really easy to bring in those one and done customers, but I had a really hard time creating consistency and getting really maximizing the opportunity with the people that were coming in. I can get a sale, but then it kind of stopped from there because I didn't have a process. I didn't have a system that I can rely on to maybe make that sale into a future host, into a future recruit, right? Into somebody that can bring me referrals. This is the portion of the module that really breaks that portion down for you so that you can really maximize that. All right. So all of this, guys, gives you a value of $997 in value. So you got the future bookings portion. That's the F portion, how to consistently add events on a consistent basis and create that snowball effect. You have the I portion, which is increasing sales, how to close more sales, how to be strategic about it, and what systems to put in place so that you're not pulling teeth in these events. The R portion, which is recruiting often. How do you actually build a team and have those conversations? This portion breaks it down for you. And then you have the E, which is encouraging forever customers, how to build that community and how to create an engaged audience that wants more from you. And that's the entire FIRE system, right? That's the FIRE party strategy. So the combined value of this is $2,982. Okay, so that is included with the FIRE system, but that also includes the beginning portion where we talked about the winning virtual party formula, the party structure prep like a boss, right? We have those two portions in the beginning, and it breaks down to about $2,982. But don't worry, we're not going to do that, right? we're not going to sell it for that, so don't worry about that. And in addition to this, we still need to talk about some of these bonuses, okay? So here's how we want to dive into this, okay? So in addition to this incredible FIRE system that's going to break down your virtual event strategy, bring you better results, create a system for you, great process for you, we need to be able to dive into some of these bonuses here. And we've got 3 amazing bonuses to help you really stand out in your brand. So the first portion is Branding 101. Learn the beginning steps to building a brand, not just your company, okay? Not just marketing for your products, but marketing yourself, okay? That's one of the most important things you can learn as an online business or an online brand, an online entity, is you want to market yourself. You don't want your company to be everything. Learn the 4 social media components to help you start posting in your brand. Learn how to level up your online store, right? Through the social media audit. So we talk about your online presence. What does that actually look like? How are you attracting people into your ecosystem, into your messaging? That's what all of this is all about. And this is what's going to help you stand out from the thousands of people that sell maybe a similar, if not the same product or services as you. The next bonus is, you guys saw these virtual party scripts in the beginning, right? These themed party scripts, you're going to get a year worth of them. Okay. So 12 of my famous themed social media party scripts, complete with Canva template links, easy editing, censure links, and all of that is all here, convenient for you, so that you can go ahead and schedule them, personalize them, and get them ready ahead of time. So that's going to be included as an additional bonus. And then the last bonus, okay, and this has really been kind of a popular thing lately for sure, is a different way to throw a virtual event. And we're talking about scroll and shop, okay? Throwing a scroll and shop party. How to actually throw one. Yeah, these are fun. These are a lot of fun. These are super convenient. You don't have to rely on an algorithm. You don't have to rely on engagement. This is really just a convenient way to party a little differently, but also give your audience a convenient way of shopping. It's just a different way of throwing an online party. So this comes with a full workshop training. So full tutorial, there's step-by-steps in here, as well as a customizable template so that you can customize it for your business. So the elements are all there, okay? You just have to kind of plug in your stuff into it, which is awesome, okay? So let's talk about what we talked about today. What is the combined value of all of this? If you're talking about the FIRE system here, okay, your virtual party blueprint, you're talking about the party structure, the winning party formula. If you're talking about these incredible bonuses, as well as tutorials and resources, this is the combined value. We're at $3,556 in value, which is amazing, right? But let's actually talk about this. What if all this course did, right, was teach you how to maximize your sales in every single party to ensure you're making the most of your time? Would it be worth it? If it gave you the blueprint, the scripts, the approach, confidence to finally start building a massive team, would that be worth it? What if it gave you the framework and the system that you can plug into your new consultants in so that they can launch their businesses fast? Would that be worth it? If all this course did was help you fill your calendar with parties for months to seasons, would it be worth it? What if it helped you create a customer follow-up system, something that you can rely on that puts your customers on a journey to joining your community and also put them on an endless stream on opportunities? Would it be worth it for you guys? What if it gave you the skills to put together an amazing party script that engaged your customers and converted guests into customers? Would it be worth it? Here are some students that ended up taking the leap, okay? And I know you've seen that consistently throughout this presentation, but really I like to leverage my students because talk is talk, but really what really makes the difference is what is actually working in today's social media world. And these are the results that I consistently get when people are implementing the systems. They're implementing what's being taught. And it's just consistent, right? And that's what happens when you have something that you can rely on. No more guessing games, right? You have a system that actually works for you. So the total value so far of everything that we talked about, $3,556, right? Comes with all the resources that you can think of. But here's everything that you're actually going to get. The framework of a successful online party, party structure, prep, and conquer. The complete FIRE system that we broke down in detail for you guys. Future bookings, increased sales, recruit often, and encouraging forever customers. We also have a 60+ page workbook. So not only are you getting the visuals on the trainings, but you're also getting the step-by-steps in a workbook. It's all detailed out for you in a step-by-step way. Okay. You have Trello boards, you have additional PDFs, downloadables, and resources, and additional course materials that are really going to help you learn everything so that you can actually take that information and implement it into your business. And then we have the 3 bonuses, the Secret Sauce Branding Kit, the Branding 101, the 12 themed party scripts, the Scroll and Shop Blueprint. And one thing that I forgot to put on the slide is we actually have a messenger party blueprint as well. That's included in there.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I still haven't learned that one. That's awesome.
So much fun. So the total value ends up being $4,063. If and here's, let's go to the next portion here. Total value ends up being $4,063. And the regular everyday pricing for this entire package and bonuses and resource comes out to $19.97. Now, I was told not to sell this for anything less than $14.97. And we've had in the past, okay? But because we're doing something so special here and we're in this incredible space with Kim, and you guys know Kim, you guys love Kim, we're in this incredible goal digger community space. I wanted to make sure that we gave you a super special goal digger special pricing. So for limited time, you can grab this entire system, bonuses, all the resources, all the things to change your entire business for just $297. Super exciting.
Amazing.
I know. And I had to include this picture of me and Kim in here because it was fabulous. But $297 for this entire system. So now you have two choices here, okay? Option one, do nothing and don't take the leap of faith, no risk, no worries, which is great, right? I mean, that's fine. If you can keep going. The next option is you can take a chance on investing in yourself, knowing that you're going to come out better equipped than ever to crush your business and hit your goals. Okay. So I want to invite you guys, for those of you that are ready to get started for the Goal Digger special pricing. I think Kim posted the link in the comment section here.
Yeah, our team will post it.
Yeah. Go ahead and grab this thing. Let's hashtag do the thing together.
Oh my gosh, I love this so much. So I have a couple questions. Thank you so much. You're amazing. So first off, just so you guys know, you can use this for anything. So some of you have been following me and I'm doing the Done Business. We can do these. In the back in the day, I called them 15-minute Facebook parties, but now we can learn different methods from her. The key with all of this is you have to keep it fresh. And that the messenger parties, I mean, sign me up. I would do that all day, every day. There's just all these different strategies. The other thing, I've noticed this with a lot of people who have taken my stuff in the past, is they get bored. So it's not even that these don't work. They just kind of like stop asking. So the fact that you have that 12 months, and I noticed the shout outs you were giving, people were using different themed ideas. So it's cool because it's keeping the person, entrepreneur, engaged, but then it's keeping your audience engaged. You guys know what this is all about. It's about staying top of mind. It's about staying in front of people. And someone had made a comment like, oh, the investment. This is the thing. If you're making what you want to make in your business right now, great, that's awesome. But if you're not, nothing's going to change until you learn a different strategy. And at the end of the day, we on what's important to us, unless you're like, I can't pay my mortgage and I can't buy food. Okay. You know what I'm saying? But like, this is for somebody who's like, I am ready to learn how to do this so that at any given moment, you guys, you can turn the faucet on in your business. You don't want to be reactive and be like, oh, I posted, that's like the worst feeling ever. You want to be able to turn the faucet on and be like, all right, let me book some parties. And with the automation you have in place, Janet, like this is perfect. The busy person. So I grabbed it. I'm going to go through it. You guys will see me rolling this out with those that I'm working with. And this is a really special offer she's doing just for us Goal Diggers. The bonuses, all of it goes away on Tuesday. So you guys, you got to get on it. This is awesome, Jana. I can't say enough good things. This is great.
Oh, I appreciate you having me on here. And I'm so grateful. Hashtag value in the comment section, by the way, if you found this helpful, valuable. And like Kim said, take advantage of it. We got a limited time on it. I think this closes out by next Tuesday. So, and it's always helpful to have, I always tell my students, just having multiple tools in our tool belt, right? It's never a good idea to just rely on one strategy. As social media changes, there's so many different opportunities and different skill sets that we should be learning, right? In order to level up ourselves, but also level up our business. So I just appreciate you guys for being on. Thank you guys again for having me. And I'm looking forward to seeing you guys in the future.
Yeah, I'm super pumped. You guys, we'll see you in there. Thank you, Janet, for doing this. Thank you, Team Gold Digger behind the scenes. And we'll see you all inside of Party Like a Rock Star. Have a great, great day. Bye.
Bye.
Stream.